Welcome back, guys. It's been a little bit and I had a lot going on. Went to Bali, got back, had work, had a lot of stuff to organise. Then we went away just on the weekend to Scorn, went up to Burnout. So it's been a bit going on, but we're back and I've got a new video for you guys. So for starters, we're going to do a bit of an update of what's going on in the shed. The VB's still here. We have the rust uncovered there, rust uncovered here, which I think I'm going to, I talked about doing a whole floor pan, but the floor pan isn't really bad, and I've gotten some advice about that, and a few people have said bend it back straight, drill the end to the cracks, weld it back up. And for this, it's only a little bit of rust there, so people have said cut that section out, treat the rust, and weld a new bit in. Now I'm not 100% sure about this piece, that's why nothing has been done just as yet, but majority of the soundproofing's out. All up the front here, it's all out. Just got to do all the back seat there. So that's the VB. Pink guy's sitting over here. Still got no diff in it. I'm going to be getting another diff very shortly, which is the same diff ratio as what I've been running in the cars. It's a 346, but it's an LSD. So the LSD will go into that car and we'll pull the center back out of that and chuck into this car. I want to do that soon because I want to start preparing this car. That way it's ready for any time we want to get in and start skidding. The VZ has made it back to the shed. It's parked on a bit of an angle because I was using it to jump start cars, but it's made it back to the shed and I'm glad that it's back in here. Poor old thing. But same old with this. Probably needs a bit of a clean after the race day. Got the G8s back on it now. They're just sitting on it. What else is going on? Still got helmets in there from racing. Been a bit slack. I've still got, oh, it leaks water through the spoiler, it's not good. Still got tools and parts in the back there. The sub sitting in there. So this has just been parked up straight after its race, changed the wheels, and that's about all. So the Uta's been parked outside, which, to be honest, I really hate parking any of my cars outside. Especially, it's been raining last week, so it was raining when that was out there, and then been raining since this is out here. But it's what happens when we got a full shed, so one of them has to be sacrificed. Hilux is going now. I got a little bit of help. Mate come around and help me sort out the glow plug issue. So we worked out the glow bar, the glow plug bar was shorting out to earth, so I fixed that problem. And then the relays weren't activating by himself, so we've jumped the wire in there and ran a switch inside here, which is just there, which is now the glow plug switch, which is hooked up to ignition power, so that only works when the ignition is on. So key on, hold that for 10 seconds. It's not an on-off switch, it's a hold one, so which is good, so I can't burn them out. And the Hilux now goes, and it's getting ready for a blue slip. So the next few weeks the Hilux should be registered, which will be good. Now an update on the ute. So the ute, where do I start? So I'll start where we left off. We left off with the ute. We had our chassis rails boxed in. Still need grinding. Both sides done. We had all the majority of the holes. There's a few holes here. Welded up. We had this infill panel just sitting there doing nothing. So there's another hole over here needs welding out. But the rest of all of it was all dinted out, hammered out. Like these grooves were all hammered out, everything like that. So that's where we last left with the ute. I've put the front bumper on it maybe since the last video, just to save space. The back of the ute's still full of all the stuff, and inside the ute's still full of stuff. It's got no dash in it. Yeah, so it's still all pulled apart. Now my plans with this ute are huge, and where the quality that I want this ute is not something that I want to rush. It's not something that's going to get done super quick. It's something that's gonna take a bit of time. The reason I haven't done any more work to the ute is I'm still living at home with my mum. This is their house, and I don't want to get stuck into something like into a big project when I'm just going to have to move houses soon. I'm looking at buying a house very, very soon. Been looking around. That's next on the card. So my main priority is to get a house, set the shed up, get this set up in the shed so it's easy to work on. So I've got everything there to start working on. And that's my main priority is getting a house, setting up a shed, and then starting on this. Where I know it's not going to be moved for the time that it's going to take me to get the ute done. And yeah, so I know it's, all good there. Now the plans with the ute, I want it to be registered. I don't want to get it off the road. So the ute's actually still registered at the moment. I got the rego papers in the mail the other day, and like the renewal, so it's coming up for renewal, which it's not going to get renewed. It's got no engine in it. The car's off the road, but I want to keep it on the road in the future. So I don't want it to be just like a burnout car like the pink car is, or just be a track car or anything like that. So the plans with the ute, I want it to be like a tough street car. So plans was to go a stroked Holden engine, whether it be 355, 383, not 100% sure. That's something for later on down the track. The plans originally was to go at 355, but if I'm going all out with the ute, I don't know if I want some more power, I go 383. I'm not too sure. I'm not confident with all that stuff, so that's something I've got to learn along the way and look at other people's builds and work off something like that. So the plan is to have the whole engine bay shaved. This side is going to be looking identical to this side. Same height there, same height over here. The battery was down in there. I then want to get tanks made up so they sit underneath the guard where you can't see them, where the charcoal canister and everything is there. Some alloy tanks or whatever under there. With the little black, I don't know whether it be Aeroflow or not, but I know Aeroflow make just a little black breather sitting on top, so both sides be a breather tank with hoses coming straight off the rocker covers like into the side here, so it's all nice, just straight into there and then into the tanks. That way you won't see anything there, just the hose straight in, air cleaner on top. But I don't want the tanks just to be a breather. My dad, his tanks in his VB, he's got them split. So the tank on this side will have a breather on one side, and on the other side it'll be the radiator overflow. So the cap will be here, so the hose will just go off, and same again into there. And on this side, possibly be the washer bottle. So just fill the washers up from down in the guards or something like that. It's not going to get used all that often, but it's there. It's rego purpose. And that's how my dad has his set up. So he's got breather, washer, tank. He's got breather and then overflow. So that's how I want to make mine. But like I said, I want this to be all how it is, just with an air cleaner, like the filter sitting on top, hoses just going straight in the side. There'll be no wires in the engine bay at all, so well, there will be going to certain things, but they'll all be hidden. Glove box is where the fuse panel will be. Have all that set up in there. So basically all you'll see in the engine bay is the engine, which will be black. I want to keep the colour white. I think I like white, but I might go a brighter white. I'm not too sure yet. So all you see is the engine, the two filters on the side here, and just the hoses going into there. That's my main priority for the engine bay. Obviously, brake booster you'll see. I want to keep a booster. I've heard of a few people, they go boosterless and it's shit, so I want to keep that. But that's pretty well how the engine bay will be. Obviously, a shit ton of bog. It's going to look all nice. But I want to keep the basic shape of it, other than this side. I still like the standard look. Like, I've seen a few people shave all here, but I'm not too sure how I feel on that. Now inside, I don't know if you remember, but no dash or anything like that. Now inside, I want to, like I said, I love the standard look of things still, so I probably want to get onto some VSSS seats, and probably like it would be in an SS. So I want to do this up as like an SS ute. So basically everything like that. Not 100% sure. I like the standard dash, and this dash only has 90,000 Ks on it because the speedo stopped, which I then got fixed, but it's only got 90,000 Ks. I like the original looking speedos and stuff like that, but not sure if I'd go electronic dash, because the engine management system, like the ECU that I'll have, will be a Holtec or something along those lines. All carpet will come out. It'll be everything new. It'll be sound deadening everywhere. Everywhere. I want to have all full functioning stereo system, speakers. I'll probably get rid of the amp. But yeah, so SS seats, SS interior. I want to try keep the dash. If not, it's not the worst thing, but keep it all original looking in here. The back where we can't see where the fuel tank sits in these, they sit down a little bit. So the plans with the fuel tank setup is, I've seen one, so there's a plate in there. I don't know if you can see that. There's a plate in there which you undo to see the fuel tank. So I'll probably have to make up another plate in there that fits the exact size of it, and have a fuel cell right in the center, which is sunken down as much as possible, so only half the fuel cell's hanging out. Nice black one, the rest of the car will be white. Down in there, I also want to have the battery, and a Astra power steering pump is what I want down there as well. So that'll be the basic setup for the boot, in the back there. It'll be tubbed, nothing crazy to the chassis tubbed. 4-link rear suspension, which I've got 4-link there, whether or not I use that or get new stuff, because it is old stuff. And I want to keep it low, so in the back I've seen people, they've done a little bit of an arch over where the axle sits so they can maintain that height. That looks good. The front will have a nice coilovers, not my Max Peating rod ones, because they're a cheaper brand. I want to get better ones. So like I said, paint's going to stay the same. I like the paint, but I will have, like I said, like SS. It will have the SS, one of these, SS front bumper with the lip. All painted white still again. I want to have, like the sedans do, the SS on the side there. And I really want to get it. I've seen people put VS Statesman side skirts on it, which make it look unreal, and that's how I'd like that to look. If not, I still love the look of this, but that's something I'd want to try. I've seen one photo of a car with it, a ute with it, and it looked good. So wiring will be all in the guard here. You won't see nothing. Like I said, the paint colour will be white with everything else black. So white, black, like that. I've painted them before, but that'll be all done again. So the ute will be set up mainly for street driving and drag racing, but I do want to do some burnouts in it. Nothing crazy like this will be the burnout car, but I do want to do a few in it, just to prove that a Holden engine can still do a good burnout, survive its life through the whole burnout, because you don't see many people doing them because it's an expensive engine to build and stuff like that, whereas LS, cheap power, Holden, expensive to get power out of, and if something breaks, it's not fun to pay for again. So, but I do want to do some burnouts in it to prove that point, and because I reckon it'd be fun, because I've done burnouts in it before. I loved it, love the ute, so, but want to still keep it on the road. So not sure on any wheel ideas yet. That'll be something in the future. It's gonna have all new fuel lines front to back, none of the standard stuff. I'm gonna try and hide the brake lines as much as possible, so they only come out where they need to come out. That's pretty well the build. That's my direction on it, and I know a lot of you guys have been asking, what's the ute doing, when are we going to see more of the ute, stuff like that. I hope this explains it a bit better, and that it's going to get done, but I want to get it done properly, but I want to be settled into a house with my shed and stuff like that. So it's definitely my big project, and that's what I want to be 100%. Everything's gonna have to get engineered, so I know it's right, so I know I can't get hassled by the police and stuff like that. So I hope I cleared a bit up. I hope the video wasn't too shitty because it's night time. I did want to film this during the day, but also want to get a video up for you guys, seeing though it's been a few weeks now. Once I pay to get the Hilux registered, next thing we'll be getting is torque converter for this. That's on number one on the priority for this. So torque converter, manifold, and fuel system. So that's where I want the pink car, what I want for the pink car very, very soon. After being at Brashnats on the weekend, it's got me motivated to start getting some parts for this. So like I said, manifold, torque converter, fuel system. When I've got the fuel system all sorted out, what pump I'm running and everything like that, I want to be putting it on I'm going to be putting it on E85. Hopefully make a little bit more power out of it. Hopefully the new manifold will make a bit more power. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you liked the video. Give it a like, subscribe, comment down below. Hopefully I have another video up for you soon. Not sure what it's going to be doing. Hopefully, actually, it's maybe doing a little bit on the pink car. Maybe I've torque converted by then. But yeah, so give it a like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.